Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is Hardware Despair. My name is Ryan, and today we are playing Dwarf Fortress. And as you can see, we are recovering here from a big old monster attack. It was a Titan, a giant Titan. That's the stray dog corpse. You can see the remnants of it right here, though. Yeah, so I did determine that the walls are probably too high, the fortifications up here, because our archers did not shoot at this Titan, and it was in perfect position. They should have done it, but yeah, for whatever reason, and I think it's the reason is because it's too high up here. They can't simply see it. It's 4 stories down, so that was a bit disappointing, but we're working on still going to improve these fortifications, and I might end up making like the second story. I'll convert, instead of putting walls back here, for instance, I can do more fortifications and slowly switch them out so that they can like be at this level here, which is just the second story. Yeah, and that should be, I think, low enough for them to target the enemies properly. Okay, now in addition to the upstairs problems we've been having, I did have a commenter mention that this forgotten beast will not starve to death. Like, there's probably not going to happen, so he's going to be trapped over here for a while. And as you can see, it looks like he got in a conflict with somebody, and it turns out to be those serpent people that I butchered. They were probably neutral too, as the same commenter pointed out, and I just went after them. But looks like they got their yeah, butts handed to him by this forgotten beast over here too. But he's essentially trapped, so we don't have to worry about him. As long as nothing happens to those walls, we should be good in that position. So that's a positive still. I mean, although it's going to be alive, it's not really bothering us. Like I say, as long as the walls stay up. So let me check our burrow real quick. Yeah, we do have everybody assigned, so let's take that off. Now, we had 19, none, none. Why is it still showing 19 of them assigned? Who is that? Oh, that's weird. See, that 19 is still assigned, even though I just hit none and none. Not sure. Maybe it's the corpses. Because we lost a bunch of people. If we come down to our military squads, we can look at these. See, yeah, the top one lost every person except one. So yeah, I might have to deal with that. Oh, what's this? Oh, fishery worker's been found dead. Yeah, this will probably happen. Oh, okay, yeah, that's our hospital. So he died in the hospital, unfortunately. He was probably one of our soldiers, but as you can see, like I said, this squad is kaput. Let's go back and take a look at this one here. Now, these guys aren't terrible, so that's good. That's our ranger squad. Then our second, yeah, metal squad also took a big hit there. So I think I might end up disbanding these two since they're so hurt. Yeah, disband those. We'll keep these guys active, and I'll probably go ahead and fill them out. In fact, we only need to replace 2. So yeah, I'll replace 2, but I want our population to get up a little bit more. It seems like a lot, 124, but it's really not. So we were at like 150 something, I think, or 140 before the massacre, but we prevailed in the end. So let me go ahead and reassign these, and we're going to try to get back on our feet. Okay, well, I was just down here laying out our tombs for all the dead dwarfs we've got. Now we've got plenty, which is great, but that reminded me that someone else commented about the fact that on instructions, basically, how to assign these rooms to this inn right here. So, oh, let me close that up real quick. So they did say that we need to go into our zones and select the room, and it was under one of these 2 options here. Okay, so we go into the assign new or existing location tab here, and then we find in this list here the actual name of the inn. And there's going to be a lot of them because we have a ton of cathedrals. I think we can also look at, yeah, the icons here. So I guess if it has one of the mugs on it. I know the name. It's called the Mountainous Butter. Where is it? There it is, the Mountainous Butter. That's what we're looking for. So now we select the magnifying glass. Here we go. And we should, from this screen, be able to assign the room, I think. Let me see here. Oh, okay, I just figured it out. So instead of clicking the magnifying glass next to the name, you just click the name. Okay, so that's fairly easy. Let's select the next room. go down. It's near the bottom. There it is, Mountainous Butters. Yeah, and I clicked this, and that just opens up the description of the location, but we don't need that. What I want to do is just select the name. And now this one is assigned to this particular thing. So that's exactly what I wanted. Thank you so much for that comment. I'm going to go ahead and do that to the rest of these here in this little block specifically. All right, and that same commenter who was turned me on to how to switch over the bedrooms to whatever inn I want also mentioned that we can rename the levers using the little arrow up here, and I should have noticed that, but again, thank you so much. So I'm going to do this is front, we'll just call it front gate. That's fine. That's our drawbridge basically in the front. So now I can go in here and just click it and see front gate. Okay. And for instance, F2, which is one I had gotten a little confused about, this one is for the well. So I'll just rename that the well. And in case you hadn't noticed or you had missed that in previous episodes, what I'm talking about is our well has a drawbridge here, which we can close off, because I was told you got to watch out. Sometimes forgotten ancient beasts that can fly could come up through the well, so we want to be able to lock this section down. That's why I have a wall on one side of it too. But so now we have that switch, and this switch is actually for the dungeon, which, not the dungeon, I shouldn't call it that, the caverns. So this one cuts off access to the caverns, basically, in case something really nasty comes down. I'll show you. Oh no, that's not it. It's there. Okay, so ignore the left side. This is we're just digging for platinum and different gems and ores. But this is the bridge. So they'll come in here. That's all sealed off. We can seal a hatch if we need. We can seal this door and pull the lever and raise this drawbridge. And below it, of course, is the caverns. So that's just in case something nasty, really nasty, were to come out, like a forgotten ancient. But so far we've been lucky. The ancients that we've gotten, or the forgotten beasts, whatever they're called, have either been trapped or killed. And one of them we didn't actually kill ourselves. We just we watched it get killed by a troglodyte. But this one, of course, is the one that got trapped. Alrighty, well, we just got a petition to add a new guild, and it's for a craft dwarf guild. We have 10 members, so I approve that, and there we go. We're going to lay that out. Very nice. I love it. Okay, and I was also advised to put the honey that we need into porcelain jugs, which would be made at the kiln, but unfortunately our kiln hasn't been built yet, so I don't know if we have anybody who can do that, or if they're just busy doing other stuff I've assigned them to. So we also got a migrant population. I don't think it was a very big one though. Let's see if we can still see them come up as new arrivals. I don't think so. But that's good. It wasn't huge because we were in the 20s. Now we're at 133. All I need to do is really go look and see if any animals needed to be reassigned. That brings me to my next comment, which was that the person didn't think I have enough space here for the animals in these rooms. I have spread some of them out, so we have a few. I'm starting to put more over here, but I'm also, as you can see, I'm going to add some more rooms so we can rotate the animals in and out more. So far, I haven't got any notifications that we've got starving animals, so I think things are stable for now, but definitely adding more space to that is going to be key. I just have to wait for this like fungus stuff, the underground dense floor fungus, to actually grow, but it won't take long. Ah, another petition. Yes, we'll approve of somebody eradicating monsters for sure. Let's just hope he doesn't go down there and try and get at that forgotten beast we've got. So I had also asked about gypsum plaster and powder, how to get that stuff, and I speculated on the cairn, but there's no option for that. And the person who commented said this is where we would get that, but when I go to tasks, there's no option to mill or crush like gypsum plaster. I don't know. Yeah, it's just the three options, really. So even if I go to work orders, there's fewer options here. So I'm not sure about that one, but that's not the end of the world. We can always try and buy it from traders and stuff. Although I think, unfortunately, soap is something we are going to have to make. I mean, I've still never had the ability, to trade for soap or even bring it along when we prepared for our initial expedition, which is crazy to me. But hey, that's how it is now. Well, check this out. I was just looking through all these cages we have in our stockpile, and I noticed we've got some troglodytes that we've caught here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them in the cages. They'll just survive indefinitely. And we'll probably start to put them on display at some point down below. Or, I don't know, maybe we'll put it on a different level. But initially my thought was to put it down here at this level. we'll see it. This one's getting pretty crowded with buildings or with bedrooms and stuff. So maybe we'll go down a level, put it here or something. But it's fun to have a little zoo. You can set up those cages full of different animals and stuff and just leave them. The dwarves will go and gaze at them. That's pretty fun. Oh boy, we've got one of the bad ones. A forgotten beast, Stozu, has come. A huge quadruped composed of steam. Okay, it has two long straight tails and it undulates rhythmically. Well, this is not good. Let's see where it's at. Let's go find it. I hope it's trapped. Oh, please tell me. It is trapped. Is this it? No, that's a giant mole. Where is it? It's hard to see it. It's probably, since it's made of steam, it can probably fly. So it's probably in the base, or in the cavern somewhere. Ooh, hold on. Let me see if I can't find it this way. Let's go to others. That's not it. Where is it? Maybe because it's made of steam, it just dissipated immediately. I don't see it. Uninvited guest is probably what it would be labeled as, but there are none except for that one spider. There's a giant mole right there, and he seems to be okay. He's not getting attacked. Wait. Stozu's neck steam. Water. What? He's there, but look, it says Stozu's neck steam. So is that part of him? Is he dead? I have no idea. That's bizarre, though. Maybe the mole killed it. I mean, sometimes these, ancient beasts are just really weak. That's what happened with this one. This right here, this black spider corpse, that was another forgotten beast. And it was just like, it was killed by a troglodyte. So, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll keep my eyes out, but I don't think it's, I don't think it's a threat to us. Just shows, and unfortunately those notifications just show you where it entered the map, so it's not really helpful. But if we can't locate it on the others task here or tab here, then nah, I don't think it's a threat. Okay, so we've got our kiln up and working now, and it shows me down here in this option, make quicklime, make plaster powder. So I can actually do it here at the kiln, which is what I'm going to do. Maybe that's what I misread. Maybe it didn't say cairn. Maybe it said kiln. So let's see. Collect clay. And I'm also going to make some jugs, some clay jugs after that. And then we will glaze the jugs. So I think we'll also need to make quicklime too. So we'll order that. I'm just putting a bunch of work orders up here. Hopefully they'll get to this. Now, my question is, where do we get the clay? I know it should... This is sand here. Let's see if we go up to the surface and go down one. What is this? Is this clay? Peat. That's peat. Okay, so that's not clay. There's got to be a way. And I know that there's like a zone you can set for collecting. Okay, here we go. Your citizens will collect clay at this zone if the floor or clay wall is included. This task is initiated manually at the kiln. So, and also there should be one for sand too. I should probably set a sand one here just because we will need it eventually. So, I don't know, I'll put the sand down here by the vermin shop. That's probably good enough. Make it a little bit bigger. All right, accept. All right, so that's the sand collecting area. Now the clay, I don't know. What is this here? Hold on, let's look. Oh, clay loam wall. Perfect. Okay. So what I think I'll do is I'll dig out just a little bit here. Just something like 2 by 2 around that staircase so that they can have a little bit extra room to dig the clay out and stuff. So they're not like crowding the staircase when they come to collect the clay. But that's going to be awesome. So clay loam cavern floor. Perfect. Yes, yes. Okay, we're going to get our kiln up and running. That's pretty sweet. Okay, well, I also discovered that the glass furnace is up too, so I went a little bit crazy with this one. We're going to make a bunch of stuff with these glass and kiln furnaces, which is pretty sweet. And that reminds me too, I should probably go ahead and set up a second craft dwarf shop. I intended this all along, that's why I left this space right here. So let's do one more craft here. Beautiful. We'll use claystone. That's fine. Now, what I want is, because this one I've pretty much got making bolts, and so I don't really want to interrupt that too much, but there are like a whole bunch of stuff you can do in the craft workshop, like assembling these instruments and stuff, which we're going to get to because I am building different pieces right now for these. Hopefully we can assemble some, but you can make all kinds of stuff. Like there's, yeah, like these ivory tooth crafts. We probably got a bunch of ivory and teeth sitting around. So I'm going to order, oh, let's just do general crafts. Yeah, I'll make, we'll do like 50 of them. And so, yeah, so having a second craft workshop up to give like different, commands, because now is the time to really start building our wealth. I think, we've got a decent amount of craft dwarfs. We've progressed pretty far. I think that if we can get higher wealth, we can get promoted more and more. I'm assuming. I think that's what it's based on, but I really don't know ultimately. Now, everything else is going pretty good. You can see we've got tons of bolts finally. The only thing is I would love to get more migrants so we can finally fill out a new squad, because losing those two squads and only having an archer squad at this moment is making me a little bit nervous. But I mean, hey, our archers are training good. They should be really, really elite archer dwarfs by the time we get our next attack. Hopefully we'll have some melee too. And I am, of course, I'm keeping the gate open for now. We're trying to get as much resources as we can. Man, these trees grow really quickly. I'm having to come up here and chop these things down repeatedly as they grow closer and closer to the fortress walls. Speaking of which, let's take a look here how it's going on the floors. It's a slow process because they can only do one at a time in either direction. And occasionally I have to go through and look and see. Look, a tree just grew up right there. But I have to look and see that these things aren't suspended, which is a little bit annoying too, because for whatever reason, sometimes they'll suspend the construction. These are good. One of them was, but these are not. Okay, so we're set. And they are working. We're going to get these floors laid, I promise. And then this fortress will be secure. And yeah, let me chop down this tree down here. While we're up here on the surface, I think I'm going to lay a few farm plots down. Last time I tried this on my previous playthrough, they never came up here and worked on them. But hopefully we got some better farmers this time around. I don't want too many. I think I'll lay maybe a couple more here. So workshops, farm plot. And we got to watch it because it's got to be kind of in between these plants. You can't overlap the plants that are already growing, which is a little bit annoying, but that's okay. You have several small farm plots here, if possible. If they'll ever get up here and do them, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Well, I've got a zoo going here, and it was a little bit tricky to try and figure out which cages to place here. Okay, yeah. See, I still haven't quite figured it out. I'm trying to get the troglodytes moved down here, and I just assigned a bunch of iron cages because I realized that was like the metal that most of the troglodytes are in. But oh, look, we just let one go. Or no, he's leading it back to it. Yeah, okay, so he just put it in the cage there. We have more of this. I can't figure out which ones are which. See, we've got two more here, and there's probably more now in some of the other cages scattered around. But so when I go back to that spot, though, right here, the zoo. Okay, there's 3 there now. Hold on, what's this? Oh, okay, caravan. Awesome. That's from the mountain homes, too. We're going to check that out in a minute. But I mean, this is a zoo, so I've got the zone over here where you can see I've renamed it. It's a zoo. The dwarves will come in here and gaze at the troglodytes. The only problem is, when I go into this cage and I click the animal to assign to it, and I scroll down to the other troglodytes, I have no idea which ones are already down here and which ones aren't. Because when I've tried to do it earlier, okay, well, actually, this one I can tell is not in an iron cage right here. See, it's like a different shade, so I'll put that one should make it number 4. So that's okay. I don't necessarily want to fill this all up with troglodytes, but it'll be cool. You could have like a troglodyte room, and then over here we'll have another zoo for different stuff we catch. But anyway, let's get up here and do some trading with the caravan person. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. Let's get a broker up here. Okay, well, the trader is here. I've requested several things from him for the next trip, but if you'll remember this trip, we asked him to bring instruments, and it looks like he did. All right, yes, we've got a whole bunch. I'm just going to buy all these. Let's see. Oh, man, these are super expensive. Look at that. Dang, some of those are ridiculously high priced. Wow. All right, we're going to buy all of them, but man, oh man, that's awesome. Tons of instruments, and yes, I know where profits are dropping drastically, but I should be able to trade him more stuff. I've got some flasks set up here, but I've got a bunch more. As you can see, I don't have nearly all our trade goods selected yet. I just started throwing up a few things here. Wow, look at this. Gans for sale. I'm just going to buy the cheap ones, obviously, for right now. Oh, man, look at all these. Okay, we'll buy that one. Okay, wow, 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 wow. Yeah, I need to, he's probably going to have a bunch of other stuff I want too, so I'm going to need to find a lot of trade goods. Oh, look, I had him start making crowns and stuff like that too, so that'll be handy. Oh, yeah, we've got a bunch of flasks, so I'm not worried. Let me go through and, oh, yeah, let me go through and select a bunch of these. Okay, well, there's still a lot of stuff I'd like to get off them, just mainly food and things like that, but this is good enough. This is a pretty huge trade right there. Yeah, and I don't want to bring up more items right now because we'd have to restart that trade, so we're good. I got a whole bunch of good instruments from those guys, so let's actually go down to our inn. I want to see if I can actually tell them to install some of those specific instruments here. I know that's possible. Instrument, yes. Okay, let's just see. Select material. Let's put one right there. Oh, yeah, we can. Okay. So some of them are like small handheld instruments that they'll just carry around or put in chests, but some of them need to be installed, like this bad boy. Okay, let's put one there. And we'll put one on this side. We'll put a glass aroma. Oh, this one's going to be really nice. Install that. We'll put one on this. Can't get a very symmetrical. That's okay. That's good enough for this place. But yeah, and we can install them into the different guild halls possibly, or even in here I can install some of these. Yeah, I'm going to just go around and install one instrument in each of these, probably the more frequently used ones here up front. I don't know exactly how many different worshippers each of these god temples has, but you know, it's worthwhile because these are the closer ones, so they probably do get higher foot traffic. Yeah, this is cool. All right. And this is, again, I did request more instruments for the next go-round here. Ooh, a petition. Purpose of entertaining. We're not allowing any more entertainers in just yet. Soldiers and fighters of monsters, I am. But entertainers, we've got plenty of them. I've allowed some people to come in, but we're kind of done with those for now. All right, let's get some more doors built. Ooh, we only have a couple of doors left. And yes, they are working. It's just a slow process. We have such a high demand for doors. It's crazy. All right, we do have plenty of cages, as you can see. Plenty of cabinets. Yep. We're still working on filling out some of the bedrooms and stuff down here. I've got a section or two left, which hasn't been designated. But as you can see, I am going through most of these bedroom clusters, trying to get them designated as soon as they get filled out. Boom. So we've got just a ton of bedrooms right now. In fact, I think we have way more than we need, but that's good because that gives us a big room to grow. That's what we're looking for. And yeah, after this cluster over here, we'll probably have to start digging out this side a little bit because I think we are kind of coming towards the edge of the screen. Definitely down below. I think we've hit close to the edge, but anyway, that's not important. So I was just looking through our nobility and stuff because it just said our mayor got reelected, which is cool. But, oh, and we're a count now. So we've gone from baron to count already. I didn't even notice that during the diplomacy section, but I'm sure you probably notified us. Also, I'm realizing that we don't have a dungeon master here. Of course, we did have a captain of the guard, but he got murdered. But the dungeon master looks interesting. I might put this carpenter there. He says he's a novice schemer. So, oh, okay, so he does need like a bedroom, weapon rack and armor stand, needs his own dining room and stuff. Let's see if we can't set that up for him. I mean, there's no reason not to. I've got an idea too. Let's go ahead. I'm going to leave it vacant for now, but we'll come back in and reassign him once I get his like bedroom and stuff set up. I don't want him walking around getting pissed off because he doesn't have that stuff just yet. when there's no reason for it. But I think what I might do is set him up down here on this level with the little bedroom, like right near the dungeon. I mean, we can always expand this dungeon too, so that's not an issue. But if I just dig like a little section of it here for his bedroom, and we'll make him a dining room here separately. And what else did it say he needed? We'll just dig extra room right here in case he wants that. There we go. So, and of course we can continue out further if we need and do more dungeon stuff this direction. But yeah, that'll be fun. So this will be our dungeon master's little area down here. Oh boy, we just got an alert here. It scared me too. The noise for it was kind of scary. All right, we got cavern dwellers. Send them back to the darkness. Uh-oh. Oh, look. It's the serpents, I think, or is it troglodytes we're worried about? There's one of our dwarves down there. Ooh. That's not good. It might be these serpent guys now since we I think they were neutral and we probably made them hostile to us by attacking them, but now we just got to defend ourselves. Now there is a stairwell right here. That's where the dwarves are headed. So let's go ahead and call up our one and only squad, and let's get them positioned. I'm just going to put them right here at the foot of the staircase. So hopefully they'll be able to defend. Oh, yep, they're running away. Doesn't even seem like the spear or the serpent guys are particularly vicious, although this... Oh, dang, he just killed one of our dudes. Oh, boy. And remember, we don't have any actual melee dwarves right now. All we have are the ranged guys. Oh, he just killed a troglodyte. Interesting. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to get these dwarves. I'm going to put them into panic mode, at least the civilians. But you know what sucks? That does include the caverns. Shoot. Okay, that does me no good. Alright. Well, I could set up a whole nother thing, but I don't think these guys are even fighting. They're just down here getting murdered. Or maybe they are trying to fight back, but man, oh man, they're just terrible at it. Get down here. Okay, we're going to have them manually attack this here. Alright, maybe that'll put a light a fire under their butts to get down here and start killing stuff. Okay, well it's a deadly battle down here, but they are coming down here and attacking them. It's just some of them are getting killed. And these serpent things, I shouldn't have tangled with them. That was definitely a mistake. But learned a lesson there. Let's check them actually. Let's see. Oh yeah, we've lost a couple guys already. There goes the third one. And a fourth one. See, there's no messing with these things, man. Let me tell you. Alright, we do need to attack. Yep, that's who they're on. Okay, good. No station. I want them to attack. Yep, there we go. Man, oh man. Alright, this is tough. This is like their serpent champion or something right here. Serpent woman spearman. She's crazy. She's killed like a dozen dwarves already. Man, oh man. Damn, we're down to 119 population. Oh, look. All right, they're hitting her. Somebody's shooting at her. I lost it. Hold on, let's zoom out a little bit. Good news is I don't think there are many of them left. Let's go down. Let's actually see if we can't find them. Others, serpent woman, invader. So there's a serpent woman spearman, and yeah, these two women spearmen right here. All right, interesting. So they are getting killed. Boy, oh boy, they took a lot out though. Man, we really need to get our actual squad trained up again. I'm going to have to, even though we are low on population, I'm going to have to just go ahead and make another squad. There's no two ways about it. We've got to have like a beefed up military squad, like wearing metal armor for this kind of thing. Our rangers just aren't as effective down here in the caverns, I bet, as they would be like in open space above. So, well, that's a problem we're going to have to deal with in the next episode, though, guys. Thank you so much for joining me here on this challenging episode of Dwarf Fortress. If you enjoy the content, hit like and subscribe for me. It really helps grow the channel. And also check the description down there for Discord and Patreon, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Hey everybody, thanks for watching, and now check out this fan art by a couple of my Discord members, Finn and Vita. It's pretty good, and I love the cuttlefish.